Hello, today I'm going to be showing you where you can find some of the best free sample libraries on the internet to date. Now, if I've missed any that you love using, please leave a link to them in the comments down below so that other people can find them. And I'm not going to be doing this video in any particular order, but I will probably have a running commentary about some of my particular favorites and include clips of some audio demos from them. But before we get into the samples, I'm currently running a free to enter competition titled The Soundtrack of 2023. Link is in the description and on the screen for more information. That competition will be running until the end of 2023. But let's get into the video. First off, we've got Fracture Sounds. I cannot keep up with these guys. Every week I do a free sample of the week where I look in depth at a particular free sample that stands out to me, and these guys just keep coming out with them and I can't keep on top of it. We've so far got electric keys, green head chimes, and now gentle winds, which I haven't even had a chance to look at yet. These are all extremely high quality samples and they're basically freebies from their paid versions. So far I have done an in-depth review of electric keys and green head chimes and I absolutely love them, and I'm looking forward to checking out gentle winds. They do have some other little bits and bobs, but this blueprint series, I can see it going far and I cannot wait to see what comes out next from these guys. Up next, this is a company that just has kind of been sitting in the background for me, but they have some absolutely gorgeous and some of the best violin legatos I've ever seen. Violins, I should say. It's not a solo library. It's this top one, Minimalist Violins Legato. Honestly, it blew me away, and even more so the Jade Ethnic, I can't even pronounce that, but this ethnic instrument, absolutely amazing. I've done a whole review just on that freebie. And they also have this really nice jazz trio library there. This is all available within the free version of Contact, as are these libraries right here as well. But moving swiftly on, we've got a lot to go through, and I will be leaving links to every single one of these websites in order in the description so that you can go ahead and download these yourself and try them out. I'll also leave some tabs and links to videos I've done on particular samples as well. But up next we have Orchestral Tools SINEfactory. They're a bit slower with coming out with things. This is a very big and renowned company, but they do have some absolutely beautiful and gorgeous instruments. I believe my favorite sample from last year, I did a whole highlight, was Lucent, this free flute they do. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking for a flute, go no further than this. They also have a really nice percussion library, Dynamo, but all these are free and work within the SINEfactory plugin that they provide for free. They also have some really nice ensemble strings there as well. The piano, I've seen better, but nevertheless, these are a nice collection of instruments. Moving on again, I haven't actually released the video yet on this one, but Cinesamples do a series of free instruments as well. There's only, well, 4, they say 5 at the top, and when I recorded the video there was 6. So I'm a little bit confused. It seems to be counting down, but I really like these Create series. I hope they come out with more. These are really unique little instruments that are a lot of fun to play with. The Celeste is also, well, quite nice as well. Next, Librawave. They recently released this bell and bone. It's a trumpet and trombone, kind of rhymes, but I cannot stop raving about this instrument. You're getting so much for free. This is an excellent product and I cannot recommend it enough. I've done a whole video. You can actually see they've left a link to it there as well. Really, really cool instrument. Now, up next, Pianobook. Now, Pianobook is hit and miss, especially recently. There's some rather interesting things that come out. I think there was like an onion and a bowl, but in there are some absolute gems. And in my series Free Sample of the Week, I feature a lot of stuff coming from just everyday people who post it on here. And of course, you can narrow it down. Decent Sampler is a good one to kind of look at, because then it's completely free. There's a lot of stuff for the full version of Contact, and if you don't have that, you got to be careful. But the Decent Sampler, really good little plugin, which is actually the next thing we're going to look at. The Decent Sampler is a free sampler essentially, and a lot of things on Pianobook work within it. But the Decent Sampler itself has its own website, of course. You can download and find out more about the plugin there, and there is a whole host of other instruments and virtual instruments on this website that you can look at. These are all really unique and interesting. I find a lot of synthetic synthesizer sort of sounds are on here, but there are some really nice gems in there as well. But a good place to hunt for some nice samples. Now, next we have the Crow Hill Company. This is a newer company, and recently they've been releasing these plugins called Vaults. I've done whole videos on those as well. So far we've got the Attic Grand and the R&D strings. Highly recommend the R&D strings, and you can already see that there's something coming soon. So this is definitely one to watch out for and keep your eye on, because you got Christian Henson behind a lot of these as well, who is a co-founder of Spitfire Audio, which segues really nicely into the next company, which is Spitfire Audio. How can I do a video about free samples without mentioning labs? They have a whole host of just about everything from guitars, pianos, percussion, woodwind, just literally strings, everything you kind of need. You could almost compose entire pieces, and I have done. I did a whole video just composing with labs, I think. I think so. Don't know if that's come out yet. Anyway, this is a brilliant collection of instruments. They haven't been released anything in a while, but still there's a lot there. Autograph Grand, absolutely love that one as well. But lots and lots of content here for you to look through and play with. Highly recommend it. Finally, last but definitely not least, BBC Discover. If you're into orchestral music or even starting out in composing orchestral music, this is a go-to. It's absolutely amazing. DAW really helps you show the layout of the orchestra as well, and just a great start, great free plugin that you can upgrade to the more premium versions if you so wish. But finally, don't forget to utilize the instruments within your own DAW. Back when I started YouTube, I did a whole series looking at BBC Discover versus the like-for-like instruments within Logic Pro X, and found there to be very little difference. One sometimes was better than the other in certain ways, but honestly it depended on the style of music you were going to compose. So don't forget to utilize your own virtual instruments that come with the digital audio workspace you're working within. Get to know them and really tweak them and have a little bit of fun with them before you go in and try and buy anything. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget I'm running a competition titled The Soundtrack of 2023. It's free to enter, and essentially I'm inviting people to compose a piece using free samples, the samples we've just covered, and plenty more out there. No longer than 2 minutes, but the full details to that competition, including the prizes, I'll leave a link in the description and a tab on the screen. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has been useful and given you some free tools to use in your compositions. But thank you. I'll see you in the next video.